Okay, here I go. So basically, I just want to document my cancer story. And I know that this has been really helpful for me as I've been getting ready to start my treatment, just looking at everyone else's stories and kind of figuring out what they've gone through. And so I want to do it for me and also somewhere where my kids can look back on and kind of see like what was going on during this time in our lives. So basically, today is November 14th, 2025. I just got back from the radiation oncologist appointment today, but I'm gonna back up a little bit. So originally, a little bit before September, I had a lump on my side of my face, which I'd had that for a while. But it was just getting big, and I didn't have any concerns about it, but it was just getting big that I'm just like, okay, cosmetically, it's becoming an issue. Like, I'm getting self-conscious about it, and it seems like it's getting bigger. So I went to the ENT who looked at it, and she's like, yeah, I'm not sure what this is, but like, she wasn't worried about it. She's like, the way it moves, the way it looks, like, not concerned about it being anything. But she sent me to get a CAT scan and a biopsy before she would like move forward, because I wanted surgery. I wanted it taken off. So I did the biopsy, did the CAT scan, went back to her office, and she's like, yeah, the biopsy didn't come back as anything, like it was inconclusive. The CAT scan didn't show anything. Basically, they didn't give her any more information from those two scans. So she's like, we will go ahead and schedule your surgery. Don't know what this is. We're not going to know what this is till I get in there. But again, like, there's, masses on parotid glands all the time. It's really normal. Like 80 to 90% of them are benign. So just, again, the way it moved and everything, the way it felt, it was like 0% chance of anything. So we scheduled my surgery, which was it was scheduled for September 19th. So it was several weeks away. I went in for my surgery, and to me, I was thinking it was just going to be like a small little cut, for about the mass and sew me up. But I'll put in pictures here, but it was a lot bigger surgery than I thought. I don't know if you can still see it. There's my scar right there. But they cut me from all the way underneath my ear and then all the way down here. And I had to have a drain put in for several days. I was in a lot of pain when I woke up. Again, not really expecting this. I was thinking I was going to go back to work in like a day. End up not being able to. I really needed the pain meds and everything. So anyways, I heal from that, and I go to my follow-up appointment where they took out my stitches and took out my drain. And after that, like, everything was healing fine. Didn't think anything of it. Like, I did my follow-up, I did my surgery, I'm done. Well, like 3 weeks after the surgery, they called me and she said, hey, we got your pathology back finally, which I don't know why it took so long, but we got your pathology back, and it looks like it's myoepithelial carcinoma, cancer. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I was in complete shock. And she's like, yeah, it's a really rare cancer. Like 1% of people get it. And she's like, basically, like, this should have not been cancer. Like, again, 80-90% of these kinds of tumors are benign. So the fact that it was cancer is crazy. And then this kind of cancer is usually people over 50. So the fact that, like, I got it and then it's my age and then it's a rare kind, I mean, like, the chances of that happening are like nothing. But me, it did. She talked to the tumor board and she talked to the oncologist. She went ahead and set me up with a radiation oncologist just to get that appointment going. But she didn't really know anything about that cancer, and you could tell she didn't know anything about that cancer. So she said she got a second opinion done. A different pathologist did it. When his pathology report came back, it said it was secondary secretory carcinoma with clear margins and low grade. Basically, like, you don't need any treatment. We got it all out. You're fine. But I already had that radiation appointment set up for the radiation oncologist. So I went ahead and went. Well, she had sent him that same day, actually. She sent him the new pathology findings. And so when I went for my appointment, he's basically like, you don't need radiation. Everything looks like you have this cancer, but looks like we got it all with the surgery, and like you should be fine. We'll just like monitor you. Well, I was like, well, how are you confident about that? Because I have two different pathology. One saying it's, this one rare cancer. The other one saying it's this different rare cancer. This one's saying the margins aren't clear. This one's saying the margins are clear. This one's low grade. I'm like, every single part of these pathology reports are different. I'm like, so how do you know which one is right? Like, I don't feel comfortable with these results. And the fact that the ENT just seems so unsure of, like, I don't really know. I haven't really seen this kind before. I just was not feeling confident. So he said that he would send it out to a KU head and neck pathologist expert, basically. He would send it to them to get a third opinion. So he did that, and they set up an appointment for like 2-3 weeks out to give the pathology time to come in. So my